Hello there, I'm Chef Johnny, your 2023 Ultimate Beef Loving Texan. Today, I've got a little lesson going on picanha, guys, so stick around. Y'all can learn how to cook a picanha like I do, along with these two students of mine. This is Chef Johnny's Texas-style barbecue and cuisine. Appreciate you being here. And guys, we are cooking picanha, and I do have two of my students here, Diego and Leland. They're gonna be here today. They're gonna learn how to cook up this picanha. Throw it out there on the Weber grill. Got some good seasonings for it. But if you'll stick around, come in close, I'll show you how to make a tremendous picanha for your house, reverse seared. So come on in here, let me show you how to do it. Now, Leland's gonna get this started. We're gonna kick it off with some thick meat from Uncle Steve's Shake. And hey, thanks to Uncle Steve. He sent a whole case of seasonings out for these guys to use and learn with as they're trying to get the barbecuing art down, right? The art of Texas barbecue. So we're gonna coat it good with some thick meat from Uncle Steve's Shake. Go ahead. Hold it up a little bit higher. A little higher seems to spread a little bit better. Not too thick because we're gonna layer this. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna go in with some sweet and spicier. So we're gonna add a little of the heat, right? But also a little layer of sweetness to it. Same way. Now to finish this off, we're going with some Texas beef from Cosmos. Another great rub. Let's turn that around there. You get to that shake side. And a thin layer of Texas beef up on top. This is the fat side, so that's gonna sear off nicely. There we go. Let's flip it over. Now we'll start the same routine again. We're gonna go back with some thick meat. A little higher, there you go, so we don't get, so there, it spreads out a little better. That's good. All right, sweet and spicier. Guys, y'all can find Uncle Steve online. You can find Cosmos Q online, that's good. Okay, and now the Texas beef from Cosmos. Finish it off with that. That's a nice finishing rub for most anything that I use. Very good, all right? Now, what we're gonna do is, Diego, I'm gonna let you do this part. Come over here. To get the sides, pick it up and kind of push it down on the sides, all right? Some of that's gonna fall off. Now, just pick up the sides off of what's left on the tray, okay? You can pick some up, you can press it down on them, right? Guys, excuse my raspy voice. We're in the middle of cedar fever up here. The mountain cedar is blooming. Pollen's everywhere, and I cannot talk. I've been hoarse for a month now, and working on getting my voice back. But again, excuse me that, but we got the cedar pollen blowing here in Texas. So that looks pretty good. Now, one thing we want to be careful of that we did was, we're gonna cook this fat side down, right? So when you grab it to do this, we want to be careful, guys, and not grab the top where we remember we had that pretty coating that Leland put on. Well, we don't want to smudge it all up, right? I'm just gonna come back with a little bit of Texas beef just to maybe even it off just a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's looking pretty good. If you are looking to up your beef game, guys, I have a lot of beef playlists. I have some Texas beef playlists. Got a lot of barbecuing out there, but I have over 500 videos on YouTube. So I'm gonna ask you, go down there, watch some of my playlists, and get some tips. I have been cooking barbecue for a really, really long time, but I also have some other great dishes. I have some Mexican dishes, some Dutch oven, a lot of different things. And also a place you can go to learn how to cook great beef is beeflovingtexans.com. Go over there for the Texas Beef Council. That's who I am, the ultimate beef loving Texan for, but beeflovingtexans.com will give you a lot of advice. There's a lot of recipes on there, even some of mine. So 2 spots you can find my recipes to make yourself a better cook. Now what we're gonna do is get outside, check our pit, and if it's ready to go, then we're gonna get this on there. We're gonna let this sit and sweat a little bit, and then we're gonna put it onto our slow and sear kettle. So we're gonna make a really nice picanha or a sirloin cap steak, right? You see these in the Brazilian steak houses. They're wonderful. These kids are gonna enjoy eating it in just a little bit. So let's go outside, see if we can get this on our pit. To get the lid off, we're gonna get this on offset. We're gonna put the thick side toward the fire. So go ahead, let's get that on there. There we go. We're running about 275. Gonna let this go up to 120 degrees internal, and then we'll take it and sear it off. So let's get the lid back on there, work on our offset smoke. All right, guys, here we are. We're about 123 degrees in the middle. Gonna move that kettle out of the way, and we're gonna take this off and we're gonna sear it. So what you wanna do is pick it up. We're gonna turn it all the way over and lay it right on top of the hot part of the coals. Flip it over. Okay. You can see this is the side facing the fire. May not have hurt to push it that way a little bit, right? Should have a good close-up shot for y'all there, but we're just gonna sear this a little bit, take that temperature up higher. That 130, maybe 135, because we want this medium rare. One of the kids ran off with the Thermopin. I got the Thermopop here. All right, flip it over. Let's get the other side. Get it right over the top. Here we go, right here. Hear that sizzle? Okay, that's what we're looking for. 126. That's the fat side down, guys. That's why we're getting that flare up. Okay, on this, we don't want to go too much, okay, Leland? So we got to get it up or we're going to burn that fat. See, look at it. We've already seared that fat pretty good. Luckily, that we're not eating all the fat, right? Let's sit it back over the side, away from the flame. But boy, that fat burnt quick, didn't it? That's how long it takes. Not long at all. But again, we're gonna take this up to about that 130, maybe a little bit more. That part right there is a little bit hotter. Let's try that part. 132. I think that's good. Why don't you get us a tray, Diego, real quick? We're gonna get this off. We're 133 there. I don't think that's a clean tray. Run inside, get a clean one. All right, so we got a little sear on the edge, that Maillard, right? When it turns brown, that's a Maillard reaction. But it's good. I may move our chickens. We're actually cooking chickens, and we have a buffalo butt on here. One of the boys' moms donated a buffalo butt. So we've got a UDS has a chicken we cut in half on there. We've done a couple of live Instagrams today, right? We did that. We're gonna let this rest. Now, how long do we let it rest before we slice it? You guys remember? Nope, about 10 to 15 minutes rest time, okay? So we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna go, that's gonna rest. I think I'm gonna grab these chickens. I'll give y'all a peek. Y'all wanna see in there? Let's look in there. Somebody hold this thermometer for me. I'm gonna put the lid on here. Let's bring the close-up camera over here. Y'all can see it. There's our butt. You can see our butt's wrapped. Chickens are not real hot. Can you see them? You might want to pick that up, Leland, let them see it better. Okay. Got it? Okay, I'm going to come over here. And on these, I'm going to turn the butt to the fire. Okay? Butt to the fire. That way we protect that breast. Let's get the other one. Okay? Again, butt to the fire. That dark meat can take the heat. Let's close it up. There you have it. Got to see a little behind the scenes of the filming. Kids are learning a lot today. We're having a good time. And here in a little bit, we're going to see if that picanha is any good whatsoever. So, 15 minutes, we'll get back with you. We'll slice it up, give it a try. All right, folks, y'all ready to try some picanha?
Sure.
Have you had picanha before?
I don't think so.
Yes, he had picanha last week because we cooked one for the Texas Beef Council, right? Did some appetizers. Be looking at the Texas Beef Council, beeflovingtexas.com. That video is up there. We did a picanha for tailgating, and we did tacos, and we did bruschetta, right?
Yes, sir.
So Diego helped me do that. So he's had picanha before. But what we're gonna do is, again, company sent me some knives. These are called O King, is what they are. And this actually is a slicer set. So we're gonna turn this. Y'all probably saw a while ago that we had, we got a little too done on the fat.
Yes, sir.
Good thing is we can trim that, right?
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice through this, and we're gonna look at the inside, and then I'm gonna let them slice into smaller slices and give it a try, okay? Slice through it. See how we did, hitting medium rare. Look at that. Look at that. Man. Guys, sometimes I impress myself. Sometimes I impress myself. There's not more than one of me, right? So there we go. A beautiful picanha. See if we can cut a slice off of here. Nice sharp carving knife we got here. Look at that. What do you think, guys? Cutting across that grain. Not too thick. Guys, this really is looking pretty, without a doubt. What do y'all think? Think it's good? Y'all ready to try it? Okay, guys, get y'all each, get you a piece. Try this for the camera. Let me get one for me, give it a try. Good as last week's?
Better.
Better? Because he helped cook it, right? Anyways, great picanha today. If you haven't tried it, it's the sirloin cap up on top of that rump of that cow. Guys, it's a great cut. You want some other ways to cook it? Go to beeflovingtexans.com, and they have a lot of recipes on there, a lot of ways to do it. Find some of my recipes on there. That's the Texas Beef Council is where we're at. That's where I'm the ultimate beef-loving Texan. But check them out. Give these guys a thumbs up, right? Don't run off. Give them a thumbs up before you go. Tell your friends and family about us. Let them know what you're seeing over here on Chef Johnny's Texas-style barbecue and cuisine. But anyways, thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate it. We'll see y'all down the road. So long, everybody.
How them boys put food away beats all I've ever seen.